Hello, welcome to another lovely Tuesday. I love it. Do you know why? We are in 2022. 2021, I made a promise that I'll always come on Tuesday and give you the English version of Click Telegram class. So those of you who don't understand the Ghanaian language, most of you write to our Facebook and then YouTube the comments that you bring that you need the English version of some of the programs that we present to you so that you can understand. I have one name, this Shana or something in South Africa. My greetings to you. You are always online to watch Click Telegram class, the English version. Even if it's in Tree and you don't understand it, you come and watch it. Now, wherever you are, may the Creator protect you and bless you in everything that you are doing. I don't know what you are desiring or your heart desires are. May He guide you, bless you, and then grant it for you as you respect Mother Nature, or as you respect the universe. So shall whatever you request be granted to you. Now, there are certain secrets that are hidden from us, and these secrets are the secrets, okay, or the keys to unlock the secrets of the universe. The keys to unlock the keys to this universe that we live in. Now, before I start, let me read something for you. The movement of relative positions of celestial body interpret as having an influence on human affairs and the natural world. Let me take it again. Please, students, write it down, especially those of you who are only in the English class. Write it down. It will go a long way to help you. The movement or the movements and relative positions of celestial bodies interpreted as having an influence on human affairs and the natural world is known as astrological or astrology. Okay, it is astrology. Now, astrology is another type of key, is one part of key that you can use to unlock this universe that we live in. And as we are moving on, we will get to know more of such universe. Now, because today we are going to talk about these secrets, we need to make sure we protect ourselves spiritually as well, because we are talking about spiritual issues. These are, some are physical, but not all. About 90% are spiritual, so we need to protect ourselves. That is why we are burning the king of incense in the studio, okay, so that the bad entities or the bad energies that will come around will be driven away, so that we can have the good ones to come and then help us during these lectures. So wherever you are, my greetings to you, those of you in South Africa, those in Uganda, wherever you are, I say great happy Tuesday to you and your family, wherever you are. Now, talking about astrology or the astrological experience, or how to use this astrology for your benefit, because it can have influence in whatever you do, you the human or this physical world that we have. It can have an influence on it. So we need to go deeper and see what is really happening. More recently, okay, in our recent world, people have begun using astrology as a tool for personal development, growth, seeking insight into their personal patterns, limiting beliefs and potential. When I talk about people, or recently people getting so much attached to astrology, initially astrology was if you practice you are an astrological person, they see you as someone who is an occult, okay. But currently people have gone back, they've realized that our great ancestors did a whole lot with astrological properties, which helped them to achieve more. For instance, the Egyptians, is talking about civilization, it started from Egypt, okay. That is according to history, but if you go deeper, you might know that it might have started from somewhere. But all these are based on this astrological experience that our great ancestors had, and we are also experiencing from it. But the mistake we did was, with religion and other things, that is where the belief, you undermine the belief. You don't care about the belief anymore, but you care about the good things that lies within that astrology, so you use it. So now we have a lot of seers. If you're talking about people using astrology for their growth and other things, you cannot just sit in your home and then use the astrology for your growth. We have seers, okay, like Bishop Danakojo Yeboah. If you go and see him, he's a seer. He can see what is ahead of you or what is at your past, okay. They can, such seers freezes time, okay. When we talk about freezing time, freezing just a microsecond, okay, in the physical world can do so much in the spiritual world. So you need to bear that in mind. You can freeze time for just a second. For those of you, there's this series that came in the early 2000s, that was Heroes. Heroes was one of the best spiritual or supernatural series that I ever watched. Then I wasn't even into what I'm practicing now. What I saw was, you see, there was this Chinese guy who could freeze time. He would freeze the time within, he could freeze time for almost 2 weeks and do everything, correct everything within it. And when he unfreeze it, you might think it's just the same time. You will not even notice the difference. That is how it is. You freeze time to enable you correct issues, make things appropriately. That is what it means, okay. So when you see these seers and you meet the good ones, they are able to freeze time and go to your past and your present. But you might be sitting right in front of them, but just with just a blink, okay, just blinking your eye, that time will be frozen for him or her to go to your past and then know what is there for you. So please, for those of you in my class, bear in mind that when we are talking about the secret codes or the secrets to unlock this universe that we live in, okay, astrology is one of them. And if you have astrology ideas, or if you have the concept of astrology, there are so many things that you'll be able to achieve in your life without struggling. You don't need to struggle. That is why it says limiting beliefs. At times, some of the beliefs that we have limit us, that we even forget about the good things that can help us. So please bear that in mind, and it will go a long way to help you. And then there are certain potentials that you wish to achieve in life. Okay, with astrology you can achieve such potentials. It could be a job that you intend to set up. It could be whatever that you intend to set it up. You see, since the astrology has an influence on we the humans and even the universe, if you are able to use it the right way, you will be able to get your results, and then whatever it is, or whatever receivement, you will receive it. Whenever I talk about receivement, I miss my dad so much. He's always talking about receivement, because he always loves people to gain as a result of what? Meeting him one-on-one. I hope you understand. For those of you who have been to my office, well, if you are not in Ghana and you are outside, you happen to find yourself somewhere outside and you want to meet me one-on-one, call the office line, call the Click Studio office line, and tell the lady you want to meet me one-on-one. When you come, there are hotels that you can lodge in, and then which are closer to the office you can lodge in. And then whatever spiritual issues that you are going through, or if it's physical that we have to use help to, anyway, whether physical or spiritual, it's help that I'm going to give you, or we are going to use by the help of the holy ones to get you out of that your predicament. Because the oil that we use, the oil that you have on the right side of the screen, is made of herbs. The incense that I'm burning over here in the studio is also made of herbs. Whatever that we use is made of herbs. And if you have to take in something to wash out maybe a toxic from your system, it's also herbs. So everything that we do here is about herbs. So wherever you are, I don't know what kind of predicament you find yourself in, and how it is pulling you. Please, you can take the studio line and call. I can make time for you. Calm down. Basically, give yourself, if you're coming, let me give you a fair idea. Give yourself 14 days in Ghana and come. Let's go ahead with our directions that the holy ones will grant us, and then at the end of the day, you will see how God or the Creator works. Things will change for you, because we have these secret codes that we are going to use, and it will go a long way to help you. Astrology can help us. Astrology can help us live in alignment with the elements and cycles of nature. Choose optimum timing for everything from farming to relationship to work. So with astrology, remember I told you our ancestors, with astrology, they were able to tell that it's 12 o'clock, it's 2 o'clock, it is that. They were doing all these things without even having a clock. They knew when to sow and when to harvest. They knew when to visit the bush and when not to. They had so many ideas. All these are as a result of understanding this astrological impact in the world that we live in. Okay, understanding it. So we need to go a long way to understand what it means, or what the term astrology means, and or what impact it has on us. You need to understand all that, and once you are able to understand it, you will be able to achieve whatever that you are requesting for. So you might be requesting for something. With astrology, you can be able to achieve it. Now, we in West Africa, we are in our Harmattan season. We are almost out of it. Very soon we'll be in the rainy season. So everything is seasonal, and that is how astrology is also like. The way it is able to give you the timing. Time means everything. So it gives you from point A to point B. This is how it is from point B to point C. So the time for sowing, time for harvesting, time for doing everything. So you need to understand everything. So if you are a man, you are a woman, remember that there's time for you to be in school as a boy or a girl. There's time for you to do your national service after school. There's a time for you to work full time. There's a time for you to marry. And if you don't want to marry and maybe you find yourself in a Catholic and you want to be a nun, yes, you can go ahead. If you want to be a father, you can still go ahead and do it. So there's time for everything that we do on this universe. And that influence is coming from astrology. Okay, it's coming from astrology. But most of us don't know these keys. We don't know these keys, and it's going a long way to help us. The image you are seeing over there is the Zodiac, the signs of the Zodiac, and it links to astrology. When we get there, you understand most of the things, and then it will enlighten you mostly. Okay, so in terms of your the work you are doing, in terms of the relationship you are having, so when the time is due for you to marry, nobody will tell you. You yourself, you know that it's time for me to marry, and then you go ahead. But with astrology, you can take your time and then make the right choice. Some of us, we've been in it and we are out to make the right choices. Do you understand? I'm not the only one. AKA Champion is also here. He's laughing. Hey, Chema, you do all, everything you do. Chema do all. So, that is it when it comes to astrology. We are not yet done. We are not yet done. And to look more further, okay, how this astrology can have impact on our psychological experience or impact. It can engage in our psychological exploitation and past lessons. So, for instance, things that are going through your mind, okay, some things could be very, very tortured. They could be very traumatized. You might, based on what you've gone through. So it could be things that are not that comfortable or are comfortable. With the help of astrology, you can get rid of all these things, and it will go a long way to help you. Forgive me, those of you that yesterday, for instance, I had a lot to do. I came in early, but I did not sleep early. Between the hours of 9 p.m. of the day before yesterday till 4:30, before I called Madam to wake me around 6:30. So you can imagine, I did not have enough sleep. So I came, and there were a lot of people that I had to take care of them as well. So those of you who came to class yesterday, please forgive me. You know I love you so much. I will not exchange the love that I have for you for anything else. So please forgive me, and it will never repeat itself again. Please forgive me. Because yesterday, whilst I was doing the presentation, in fact, I was feeling sleepy and I was feeling very, very dizzy, extremely dizzy. So forgive me. I hope I'm forgiven. If I'm forgiven, let me know that I'm forgiven. So that I can continue, okay? So if I'm forgiven, can someone tell me that you are forgiven, Reverend? Then I'll also say it will never happen again. Now, to continue, astrology can help you heal, or it can help us heal our disconnection with the natural cycles of the universe and live in harmony with the cosmic cycle. They work with us. So if you respect the universe will respect you. There are some people who don't respect this universe, so automatically you disconnect yourself from the universe, and that is when it happens. Okay, this is another key that I'm giving you. Write it down. If you have disconnected yourself from the universe and you want to get back to the universe, please go ahead and do peace with Mother Earth. For those of you who don't know how to do peace with Mother Earth, this is how we do peace with Mother Earth. Please get seedlings of alligator pepper. Seedlings of, can we get the image of alligator pepper, the seedlings of alligator pepper on the screen for the viewers, please? Now, get the seedlings of alligator pepper. Okay, now start from, you can do it at any time. Okay, you can do it at any time. So hold, just pick one with your, this is your ring finger and this is your thumb. So you pick one with your ring finger and your thumb, and then you start touching from your toe, okay, all the way, as I'm doing, all the way to your head, to the crown. And then when you get there, you go anti-clockwise, okay, 4 times. You go anti-clockwise 4 times, okay, signifying that whatever that you did to disconnect yourself from the universe, you are seeking for forgiveness, or you are pleading. Now, this could be that maybe through the way you think has caused the death of someone, through the way some of the bad mindset or and other things, someone has died through your hands, or committed suicide through your hands, or you have committed abortion, you have slept with someone in her menses, or you know, all this, a woman in her menses and other things, or you might have done something in exchange, you exchanging blood for your benefits. When I say exchanging blood for your benefits, doing certain sacrifice that requires blood, please, that one, you are disconnecting yourself from the universe. The universe will not be happy with you, because everything that comes within this universe is part of it. We are all children of the universe, so you need to bear that in mind. Bear that in mind. So holding it with your thumb and then the ring finger, you touch it, and then when you are done with it, please, whilst you are doing it, because the alligator seedlings are smaller, it might slip from your hand. Once it slips from your hand and it touches the ground, don't touch it, because when alligator pepper touches the ground, it electrifies. Don't touch it, leave it there. That is it. You see, they are very, very tiny. Leave it. So have enough and put them in a glass plate. Okay, it should be a glass plate, because anything that has to do with earth will amplify it, okay, and will extract the energy from it. So put it in a glass plate and then use it. So if one drops, pick another one with the same thing and continue from where you ended, and go on and go on. Okay, someone says, Reverend, we understand you, don't worry, cry. Reverend, I won't. Okay, we'll come back to the questions. Hey, so it means that if I had not asked for forgiveness, some of you were keeping it. Hey, hey, wow. Number with the or you, if you've already dropped your number with front desk, you will receive your data as soon as I'm done with today's lectures. It will come as soon as possible. In fact, it escaped me. It really escaped me. Forgive me. You will get it as soon as I'm done with today's lecture. So while your shadow, continuing with making peace with Mother Earth, for those of you who have disconnected yourself from the universe, where your shadow falls, get a sand from there, put it in a jug, wake up at 12 midnight. 12 midnight, you wake up at 12 midnight, and then you get maybe a gallon of water, pour it in your spiritual bucket, add the sand to it, and add whether your palm oil or your Arabian oil or whatever oil that is good for spiritual purpose, add it to it. And then when you do that, please wash down from your head to toe with it. You need not to say anything, but just wash it with it. Let the sand touch you with the palm oil or the oil, whatever oil that you are using. Let it touch you with the water. Let it touch you. And then you wait. Don't go and do it outside though, please. It has to be inside your bathroom, okay, within your house. Not if you have an open bathroom, please be careful, because in the course of doing that you might maybe invite a familiar spirit which can attach itself to you. Okay, so please make sure what you are doing it at a very closed environment. If your bathroom is an open bathroom, get a very vast bowl and stand in it and do it. When you're done, you can throw the water away, okay, in your bedroom or wherever it is. So please mark that thing. Once you are done, just let it dry on you for 3 hours. Then take your normal bath, okay, and go to bed. Wake up in the morning and share your experience with us, how you feel. You will know how it is. So for those of you in other countries, you can try it and then you share your experience with us whenever we come to class. So please bear that in mind. So this gives you harmony, okay, because these cosmic cycles that work with us or work within us are things that we cannot go against. We need to respect them very much. Now let's go ahead again. At its highest level, astrology is a tool that brings each of us into a higher spiritual connection with the universe and the cycles of the universe, helping us make conscious choices to live up to our highest potential. So you see, if you understand the astrology or the astrological principles very well, and you contact a seer, all these things that will draw you or has to draw you closer to your spiritual being. Getting closer to your spiritual being is your divine right. But as a result of certain things or certain beliefs, as a result of some of these religion or religious body that we find ourselves in, we tend to turn blind on the things that can rather help us. Yes, at times people meet me and go like, Reverend, you are a pastor, but whenever you come on air, you don't quote quotations, you don't. And I always say, I'm not here for Christians only. The class is it's a universal class, it's a neutral class. It doesn't matter your religious background. We have Muslims, we have a whole lot of people in the class. So please, I'm not here to talk about, because I'm Reverend Prince Yeboah, so I'll be quoting Bible verses. At times, I can give you some of the Bible stories just for you to confirm what I'm saying. At times, I can give you some of the Korean stories as well, or other stories to confirm what I'm saying, so that you know that whatever I'm saying has really happened, and then we are linking it up to whatever we are discussing today. Okay, so you need to have that in mind, that when you see a seer who understand astrology or the astrological terms very well, it helps you to get closer to your spiritual or that higher realm of your spirituality. It helps you a lot. So you need to have that in mind. The approach of this consciousness in humanistic is what astrology really does. So when you see a seer, that approach can get you so many things, and you need to make sure that you do it and then do it properly. Do it and do it properly. If you know you can't do it, just pick the number on the screen, call and then we'll help you. We are going to move on. We are going deeper today. We are burning incense, so things are in a normal way. Yesterday I came with fin, and we just came without burning incense or candle or any oil, and things were going upside down here because we're going deeper with the spiritual things. From YouTube, let me read the comments on YouTube and then we'll continue. We are moving to another level, okay, of the keys. So I hope you have written down these keys. They are keys to secret code, okay, or secret doors. So if you know this, if you have this key, you can open such doors to your prosperity, to your childbearing and everything. So please have that in mind, and it will go a long way to help you. From Kingsley Tahiru says, "Hi Reverend, I'm enjoying the class from Bogoso AEL site." Okay, I hope all the people at Bogoso are doing so well. My greetings to everybody in Bogoso. And then Nana Kwesi and Inclusive Reverend, we understand you, don't worry. Hi, yesterday people were very, very upset with me. The way they understand me right now, it means that I'm forgiving. I promise not to do that again. From Adamu Aliwa, he says, "I am from Nigeria." Adamu from Nigeria, okay. Yes, if you are from Nigeria and you don't understand things and they are beyond you, you can still book a flight and come. Give yourself 2 weeks, and let's see what the Creator will do for us. Okay, we'll go through a process, and then I believe by the time we are done and you go back within, give yourself some time, everything will fall in line. So that is it. From Nana Kwesi Ninkra, it says, "Reverend, I want the question you asked about the elements yesterday, but I haven't received my bundle." Yes, I did explain that yesterday was very hectic for me. Can you imagine driving myself home, sleeping? It wasn't easy. A journey that I normally use 1 hour, it took me more than 3 hours to get home because I was sleeping. It took an intervention of just a Uber driver. I wouldn't say just a Uber driver. Intervention of a divine Uber driver just to be flashing and blowing me horn all the way to my junction before he left me. So regards to that wonderful Uber driver, wherever you are, may the Creator bless you, and then whatever you've been requesting for, may you receive it. From Nana Kwesi again, it says, "No sound on YouTube." Please, the sound had been restored. I'll say, yes, sound please. Okay. From Adamu Aliwa, are we still having okay? From Mr. Handsome, that was it. Sound is okay. All right, so the sound is okay. From Solomon Ofori Yeboah, namesake, can you help me to get scar medicine? Yes, of course. Please, you need alligator pepper. Okay, if you are having scar and you want to get rid of it, that is the alligator pepper. Alligator pepper brings in new tissue. They bring in new tissue. This is how you use it. If you have, I don't know how deep is the scar, but what you can do is you can have the crispy alligator pepper. Okay, what you do is you give it a fry for just a while, little deep fry, and then it becomes crispy. Rub it to where the sky is. It will get rid of the sky, no matter how deep it is. If it says, "What are the keys, Reverend?" Okay, the keys is what I said earlier on, that we live in a universe where we are being influenced by astrology. So if you can understand the language of astrology or the astrological principles, you will be able to achieve things easily And it's not just that we have so many keys, but what we are talking about now, the keys I'm giving you later on, please go back and then play the lectures and you understand it more. The keys that I'm talking about are some of the things that you can do by seeing seers for them to tell you things that are ahead of you or your past. Okay, astrology is about timing and everything. So if you know how to calculate your timing very well, you do things and then you will receive your things without going through suffering. Please, do we have comments on Facebook? If we have comments on Facebook, it's very good for us to acknowledge them as well, so that we don't just leave them hanging. Do we? Okay, so let's continue. Now, there are 4 elements which yesterday I did mention at the key class or the account class. There are 4 elements, and these 4 elements, when you go to the other side or the astrological side, or when we get to you understand what each and every one of them means, okay, in our life. Now, there are 4 elements, and these 4 elements, they are like twins. The 4 elements matches very well with the 3 modalities. Okay, these 4 elements, they matches very well with these 3 modalities. So like everywhere you see A, you will see B. Do you understand? They are like husband and wife. They work hand in hand. And the elements that we are talking about, each and every one of you have that element. Okay, these 4 elements are fire, earth, air, and water. For those of you, for those of us in Ghana, I remember GTV used to show us some movie cartoons, 30 minutes every Sunday, and that time nobody will miss it. I remember, I don't think Daisy will miss that Captain Planet. Captain Planet, hey! Exactly, was it 6? 6, eh? 6. Everybody is glued to the TV set, coming to watch Captain Planet. And remember that Captain Planet is based on elements. I always tell you that the elements we have is more than 4, but basically we concentrate on the air, earth, water, and fire, leaving the rest. Okay, Captain Planet itself is about fighting for the universe, making sure the universe becomes a better place. So anywhere maybe they are destroying Mother Nature and everything, the team that Captain Planet set up came and he gave them a ring. You see, he gave them a ring like this. And this ring that I'm having enables me to see beyond. I hope you understand. It enables you to see beyond. If you are a seer, at least you need something that can help you to see ahead of you or the past of those coming to you. So it enables you, and that is a similar ring that Captain Planet gave his disciples. And this ring were not ring for them to use it anyhow. They were supposed to use it when they see that something is going wrong with around the universe. So they use it, and one of them had fire, one had earth, one had air, and one had water. And then you will see Captain Planet emerging from the soil. Okay, emerging from the soil, telling you that Captain Planet represents the Mother Earth. Okay, so he dwells within the earth. So he makes sure that anything toxic that will destroy this earth, he gets rid of it. Okay, so we need to understand, you have that element in you, the element of fire. Yours may be fire, someone may be earth, someone may be air, and someone may be water. That is why each and every one of them had that ring that they will command: water, fire, air, so many, and then Captain Planet will emerge from the soil. Okay, so you need to have that in mind. If he doesn't emerge from the soil, he emerges from the ocean. Okay, so you need to have that in mind, that all these elements goes well and with the modalities. So these fire, earth, air, and water, their partner or someone that they really move with, their partner in good, is the three modalities. And these three modalities, what are they? What are they called? Okay, the first one is called the cardinal. The three modalities. The first one is called the cardinals or the cardinal. The second one is called fixed. Let me spell it for you, for those of you who want to write it. The cardinal is spelled as Cardinal. The cardinal was derived from like our fathers, who are cardinals. Okay, that was where it was derived from. Now, we all know fixed, which is not fixed, but fixed. Fixed. Okay, that is the second one of the modalities. And then the last one is mutable. Mutable, which is also spelled Mutabel. Mutable. Okay, so now you know the difference between elements, the names of elements, the four elements, and then the names of the three cardinals, or the three modalities. So anytime that you are asked, so can you give me one modality that I can use to enhance myself, you know that you can bear on cardinal, you can bear on fixed, or you can bear on mutable, which can go a long way to help you. Okay, please, so write it down and it will go a long way to help you. Modalities are also known as qualities of the signs, or their basic modus operandi. So you need to know all these modalities that we are talking about, they are all qualities of signs. So the sign that we have there, when we get there, you understand it well. And these signs, each and every sign has a way that it works. Okay, they have a way that it works, or a way that it has influence on we humans and then the universe that we live in. Okay, so if you treat the earth very well, the universe very well, so shall you also be treated well. Each of the three modalities include 4 astrological signs. So you see, as we are moving along, at first we were talking about astrology, and then I gave you the elements, and then we talk about modality, and now it is telling us that each modality, the cardinal, the fixed, and then the mutable, each of them have 4 astrological signs. Okay, one from each of the elements, one from each of the elements. So the element is also being repeated here. Aside from the modalities having 4 astrological signs, it also has one each element. So you have to bear in mind, if you have fire and a modality, maybe a cardinal has maybe water or fire, then you should know that you and that modality are on the same path. So if you treat it bad, you are treating yourself bad. So you need to watch that one as well, because of how they work, and that is nature. So you need to respect nature very, very, very well, and it can go a long way to help you. Now, the 4 elements that I'm talking about, the fire, water, earth, air, that I'm talking about, in the modality as we are talking about, each and every one and what it represents when it comes to modality. When you go to astrology, it has a different meaning. When you come to modality, it has a different meaning. That is what I'm saying, that the modalities and us, if you treat it bad, so shall you also be treated bad, because you might be doing that evil to yourself. So you need to be very mindful of some of the things you do. Let me check. It says from Adamu Aliwa, it says, can a man have more than one element? Oh, we all have one each. We all have one each of the elements. If you are not fire, you are water. If you are not water, you are that. But when you are talking about chakras, okay, you are talking about chakras and other things, That is when if you can go back to chakras, and some have all the 4 elements. Or if you are talking about herbs, some of these herbs have all the 4 elements. So you can go back and then go to our previous English class on chakras and other things, and then you understand it better. So fire in modality represents spirits. Fire, when you go to modalities, the characteristics of fire, of the element here is fire, and its characteristics when you go to modalities is fire. Is spirit. Okay, fire is spirit. It represents spirit when you go to modalities. Water represents emotions when you go to modalities. So you need to make sure you understand all these. Okay, when you are working with it, you need to make sure you understand all of them when you are working with it, because it will go a long way for you to get your understanding. Okay, for you to get your understanding. So you need to understand all these, and it will help you achieve whatever that you want to achieve spiritually by using this astrology and its brothers or sisters that comes along with it. So let's talk about air. What does air represent in the modalities? Air represents intellect. Air represents intellect. Okay, air represents intellect. And then the final one, earth. Earth represents physical. Earth represents physical. Okay, so basically that is it. So you have to make sure you know what you are doing or what you are requesting in terms of seeing going to see a seer. You need to be very, very careful as to what most people go to seers and they don't know what they want. Okay, it's upon getting there, then they begin to fumble. I think I need A, I think I need B, I think I need that. Please, that won't help you. You need to make sure that you know what you want before you go there or you see a seer. Now, let me explain this to you before we go to the zodiacs. Okay, or zodiac. The zodiac is a belt shape region of the sky. Okay, the zodiac is a belt shaped region of the sky that extends approximately 8 degrees north or south of the ecliptic. Apparently, path of the sun crosses the celestial sphere over course of the year. The path of the moon and visible planets are with the best or are with the belt of the zodiac. So if you are talking about zodiac, I will take it again. Most of you always hear zodiac, you hear zodiac, but when I come next week Tuesday, because of time, we'll be treating we'll be enhancing it from the zodiac. Okay, listen to it again. It says the zodiac is the belt shape. Okay, it is a belt shape. So I think we all know what a belt is. So if it is a belt shape region of the sky that extends approximately 8 degrees north or south of the ecliptic. Apparently the path of sun across the celestial sphere over course the year. The paths of the moon and visible planets are with the belt of zodiac. So when you talk about zodiac, basically that is what it means by zodiac. Please, you can go over the video, and then whatever you don't understand, you can hit me with a question before I leave here. Now, the zodiac, as we are talking about, is like the universe itself. Okay, it's composed of these 4 elements. So the zodiac, as we are talking about, also have the 4 elements. When I talk about the 4 elements, the zodiac has the elements that we spoke earlier on, the fire and the rest. The zodiac has it. And in astrology, they represent archetype. These archetypes are very typical of a certain kind of person or thing. Okay, so you need to be very careful. That is very typical of a certain kind of a person or thing. So if the zodiac is like the universe, so it means it means that it is just like the universe, and it is composed of these four elements. So the way it is giving us that it represents the attribute, meaning that the zodiac, the characteristics of the zodiac, okay, is just within a person. Okay, it's just like the one within a person, because you have a fire, you have that, but the zodiac has all the four. Okay, the zodiac has all the four. The symbol of the zodiac is what is on the screen. And that is what we'll be going deeper, God willing, Tuesday, for you to understand most of the things when we talk about zodiac, what it means by that. Okay, God willing, Tuesday we'll be going deeper to the zodiac. So for those of you, before we continue, for those of you who are in the United Kingdom, if you are in the United Kingdom, you are in the United States, if you are in Europe, wherever you are, and you need that oil on the screen, please, you need not to come to Ghana. If you need any product of Mama Vic's Power Life Herbal Center, please, this is what you have to do. Please go to Healing Hands Heart. Healing Hands Heart. They are located in the United Kingdom. So if sending parcel from you from Africa to maybe the States, Canada, wherever you are, it is going to take more weeks. But when they send it from there, it's quite easier for you to get it. Okay, that is their number on the screen. Call the number, and then if you find yourself in Europe, within a day you can receive it. If you are in the States, give yourself 3 to 4 days, you can receive it as well. So call the number. Any of it, whether it being the bitters that can help you to gain or boost your immune system, go ahead and use it. If you can, if you are having issues with constipation that is giving you pass, please go ahead and use the Power Life or the P Life Picoflex. Go ahead. If you are having cough, use the cough mixture. If you are having breakages of hair, use the the hair grow. Or if you are having issues with your skin, go ahead and use it. If you use it for your skin and the spiritual, it will help you as well. If you are having issue with your bathing, you can use the herbal soap as well. The herbal soap and the herbal pomade, I don't joke with it at all, because it works for you spiritually and physically. And if you need energy, please go ahead and get the P Life Herbal Tea. Those of you who have whites, who can't reach your orgasm based on some of the hormones that are not really working well on you, please get the tea and drink it and see what will happen if you're a lady. Or if you're having white, contact Healing Hands Heart, and they will be able to get you some of this medicine that will help you. If you are suffering from glaucoma, contact Healing Hands Heart, and they will be able to help you to get it. Now, basically, producer, can you check for me if we have comments on YouTube, Facebook? Do we have comments on Facebook? 1 or 2. Let's acknowledge that 1 or 2, and then we continue. We are far behind time. I have one message here again. Let me read it from Kingsley. Tahiro, he says, Reverend, I want to learn how to invoke angels, but I'm afraid I may go mad. No, please. This is the perception that, or the things that has been going on for so many times. Okay, it has been going on for so many times. People always think that when you want to call angels or you are doing angelic calls, you go mad. Please, there are stages you have to use. Contact front desk, whatever angel that you want to call, contact front desk, and then follow it will give you a procedure to follow. And whatever that angel that you want to call, you'll be able to call the angel to come and assist you. There's no way you go bad, unless maybe you go and call a bad or a familiar energy or familiar demon. These familiar ones, they can present themselves as good angels and then put you in trouble. So please have it in mind. There's no way you can go mad when you call angels. If you call the good ones, you will not go mad. So have it in mind. From now on, fire represents energy too. Yes, fire represents energy. So please, it's not just one, but we are talking about the modalities. Okay, when you are in the modalities, what it really represents, that is what we are talking about today. So now, thank you. You definitely get your data. Front X is close, you get it. Air represents wisdom. Yes, all these are the general charts that has everything, but today we are talking about modalities. That is why we are not going deeper into it. So these are keys that I'm giving you. Please, if you don't understand certain things, go over the lectures again and again, and you'll be able to understand this very well. If you understand this astrological practice, contacting angels will be very, very easy for you. If you understand this elements and other things in the zodiac that we are talking about, you will be able to understand or invoke angels as well. I will not take much of time. This is why we are ending today's English classes lectures. God willing, Tuesday we are meeting again. See you on today. Bye bye.